Hey there, this is Greg, the Masked Gamer, and I am here with an unboxing of The Dark Quarter by Van Ryder Games. This is a new release from the people who have brought us Final Girl, which I know and love. I know very little about this game, almost nothing about this game. This is one of those, I saw an ad for it on Facebook and I was depressed and I clicked buy, so that'll be fun. For those of you who are new to my channel, this is for COVID cautious folks to talk about board games. You don't have to be COVID cautious in order to be here, provided there is no minimization, denialism, or harassment of any kind. With that said, I am here by myself today, so I'm going to remove my mask, and you can see kind of my face with the sun shining in from behind me on the windows that I can't do anything about. You can go ahead and complain about my lack of a mic. I have 3 mics. All of them haven't worked for some reason or another. If you want to buy me a mic, buy me a mic. I'll take it. All right, so first things first, before we dive into this, is there is a caveat to the arrival of The Dark Quarter, which is we have this nice little note from our friends at Van Ryder Games and Lucky Duck Games, and this is informing us, in case we missed the memo, that this game must use an app to be played, and the app will not be available until April 2025. Now, I know there's been a lot of like, oh, how can they do this on the internet? Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I would much rather get the physical game with an app that comes out 2 months later than get an app that comes out and be waiting for the physical game to arrive while other people are posting playthroughs of it. I'm very in support of how they did it. It's going to be a very exciting day, that day in April when the app is ready, because everybody is going to get to have their first experience with this at the same time, provided that they schedule wisely. Okay, so I got the all-in agency pledge, which includes the Dark Quarter core game, the Dark Quarter deluxe miniature upgrade, the Dark Quarter Yesterday's Demon and Other Stories, and finally the Dark Quarter Lost in the Night expansion. So I've got 4 boxes of Dark Quarter stuff. From what I can tell from what is on here, this includes 11 scenarios. One of those is a 4-scenario campaign, one of those is a 3-scenario campaign, and the others are all standalone scenarios. So before we open this core box, I'm going to get in with some of the little goodies. Oh, let me read the back of this. I like to read the back. Okay. The Dark Quarter. The Dark Quarter is a cooperative digital hybrid adventure game that tells a rich, dynamic story through a multi-scenario campaign. Players are invited to make critical decisions that will not only affect their character, but also change the course of the narrative itself. Characters are not simply avatars easily replaceable from one scenario to the next. Instead, they are woven into the very fabric of the story, and their destiny and the destiny of New Orleans are inextricably linked. New Orleans, 1981, a vibrant city of music, food, and magic. Up and down Bourbon Street, neon lights flicker in dirty puddles. The innovations of the modern world clash with ancient and terrible traditions. Here, even the most mundane crimes have a tinge of the supernatural to them. So theme-wise, this is my realm. This is like vampire interview with the vampire era New Orleans. Like, give it to me. So I got some extra goodies that came with this edition. So we've got some metal coins. These are labeled as experience coins. So I guess we've got the little coins and the big coins that are experience coins. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why people feel the need to have metal coins for things, because they just make a lot of noise, but whatever, that's what they do. Okay, so we have that. We also have a plastic tokens upgrade pack here. These all came in a little baggie, but they've also provided a little box to put them in, so I can, instead of having them in the baggie, put them in the little box. But I'll probably leave them in the baggie and throw those in the big box. We've got this like lantern looking thing. We've got some other pointy green and red things. We've got push pinny blue things. We've got, another blue pointy arrow thing and a brown pointy arrow thing. I guess those are like player trackers. I don't know anything about this. Like I said, we're just gonna figure it out as we go. I am going to be playing this game with the same 2 people that I play Arkham Horror with, so we are going to be playing this 3 players. Since they have these like little standalone packets, if she's ever available when we play, we are going to invite Liz, who does my Agamonia playthroughs with me, to be a fourth player. But I am not going to schedule a campaign game around 4 individuals. It is impossible. Oh, okay. So we're opening the core box here. And we're gonna see what's inside. What's inside? This is A18 plus, adults only. Adults only, kids. Here is our rule book. And these, oh, look, here's the little cardboard tokens that I don't need because I have them in the acrylics pack. Here's another set of cardboard tokens. I believe these are going to be replaced with miniatures. That number of tokens does give me reminders of vampire chapters, so that might be scary and bad. Here are the rulebook pages, which I have not read, and I will read at some point before April. I will not read this tonight in the bubble bath, as I tend to like to do when I get a new game, because instead, it doesn't come out for 2 months. So there's absolutely no point. But I will be getting a different game. All right, here is our board, New Orleans. It is a board. There's a location and a board. That's New Orleans. Okay, so we have a storage solution, which I enjoy. We have our characters. We have Jean Robichaud, who is green, so I guess that's who I'll be. Julia Paris, who looks kind of like a vampire, so I'd want to be here too, but John Robichaud is cool looking. Winter Mullins, I like how they have the different art for the token trays on them, and they're dual layered too, so that's and then finally, Constance Moreau, also dual layered. They do have character descriptions on the back that I'll get to read at some point in time later. And then what do we have in here? Ugh! So this lid feels like, yes, so there's like a double lid. So there's the regular lid and then there's like a double lid. So I guess that'll be a tray that gets used during the game somehow, but I'm not sure. Oh, oops, I found a secret envelope. Spoilers! I didn't even do my preface first to warn people. I am so sorry. All right, so we have, this looks like Baron Samedi to me. This here is a loup-garou werewolf, for those who don't know. Some kind of like busybody buddy boo-boo. This looks like a Cthulhu-y kind of Mishigas. Then we have our player figures. This is the old dude, and this is the girl who looks like a vampire, I guess. And this is the girl who doesn't look like a vampire, I guess. This is Jean Robichaud. And then we have cards. And I don't open card packs when I do unboxings. That's why my unboxings suck, but people watch them anyway. Here is some little cards. Here is some big cards. Oh, it's Iraq. Here is some more big cards, including a Book of Charisma, Sexy Beast 101, How to Make People Like You. Oh, the cards have QR codes on them, so I guess that's how it works with the app, right? These dice are kind of gorge. Look at these dice. These are giant ass 6-sided dice. They're engraved. They feel very, very nice. We all know that I'll roll ones on them most of the time, but they look very pretty. This really makes me want to be the green character if he uses the green dice. This is location, so I guess these locations will end up going on the map, but they are currently sealed. Here are what looks like smaller versions of the dice. I'm not sure if they're different mechanics because I got the ball in or not. We also have some cubes. So we've got our green cubes, our purple cubes, our red cubes, and our orange cubes. The cubes are all the colors of the rainbow. The people, the characters. Okay, this won't even go back in here. Wait, no, that doesn't work. Okay, how were these even in here in the first place? I don't know. Oh no. They definitely fit. Okay, well, I guess they fit again. So I think maybe if I change it to 2 and 3, that'll work. I mean, that works better. Ah, yes. Okay. So that is I guess these are a dice tray for those dice. I don't really know. So that is the core box. So in addition to the core box, we have some other goodies. Ooh, okay. Next, we have miniatures box. This box contains 20 finely detailed NPC miniatures that depict the most prominent and fun characters encountered throughout the story. These can be used to replace the NPC marker included in the base game. To use the miniatures, you will need to turn on the corresponding setting within the Dark Order game app. That's interesting. I wonder how that will work because I don't think these are going to be scannable. They're just miniatures. You know? I'm not gonna. This is gonna be a thing where I don't pull all of these out, just some of them, but yeah, they're the same. And I don't feel like they're gonna be entirely necessary for the game. But well, see, I am also. These have the hexagonical bases. This is giving me so many vibes of that Vampire Chapters game that didn't work. So I'm just take your time with the app. Make this work. Don't make it not work. Okay, next box is the Dark Order Yesterday Demon and Other Stories. This is an extensive, exclusive expansion which introduces 4 standalone scenarios, which each are the prequel story of one of the Beaumont Agency detectives, Constance, Julia, John, Julia, and Winter. Despite narratively focusing on a single character, each scenario is fully playable with up to 4 players. And due to the standalone nature of this, the Yesterday and Other Stories is a good way to introduce new players to the Dark Quarter at the same time it expands on the world for those veterans already familiar. So, okay. This is this is the prequel single scenarios expansion. Now, I'm still not sure if I'm supposed to play this before or after the core game. If you happen to know, please tell me because I won't. All right. Here is a little insert with rules. Here are some more NPC tokens, and these NPC tokens, I believe, will not have miniatures. Even I think the miniatures are only for the core game. We have like another mini dice tray here. We've got a scary looking beast. We've got here's the chef in the cover of the thing. We've got some more cards. These are not even sealed cards, by the way, and this is a little problematic because they flew around in the shipping, and they're all little. I think they're but these also all have QR codes on them. Here is a set of locations for that. And don't look in case there's another spoiler under here. There is not. I just assume anyone who knows Van Ryder Games as a company just expects there to be spoilers in these boxes because they tend to do it. Okay, so that is yesterday's demons. I get the feeling after saying that we kind of know what is going to be in this last box. Lost to the Night. This is a new 3 scenario long campaign with a cast of 4 new characters that bring unique stories and abilities to the table. Follow stories set across new locations, find new items, and meet unknown NPCs, all the while learning more about the world of Dark New Orleans. While the Lost to the Night campaign is a completely separate story, players who have completed the base game will find a world and motifs that they are already familiar with. So this definitely comes after the core game, as far as I can tell. And I don't know how expandable this game is going to be, because we have a total of 11 scenarios here, and I don't know necessarily like replay value. I don't know. Here is One a Lafayette, Jane Blue J Tien, Evelyn Dansky in her 80s shirt, and Hector Zavaleta, who looks like he can beat me up, so I think he's hot. And then in here, we've got our miniatures. We have another big scary monster guy, and we've got our other player miniatures. Again, I'm not going to lift them all up. I just got a limited time this morning before I go get my bubble tea. These don't come out good on camera. So. Here is another deck of cards, and this is cute. Look at the back of this. It's a set tape. And here we have some more cards, and these are going to be locations. And then we're going to see if there's a hidden doodad. There's no hidden doodad in that box. And so That is what appears to come with each box. Now, what confuses me is I don't know. I don't see how across a 3 scenario campaign it's going to be that exciting, but mm. I mean, like it's 4 characters for just 3 sessions. That's a one-time playthrough, so I'm a little confused about how the scaling for this is going to work. But the art looks great. The theme looks exciting. I'm looking forward to starting it in April. And this is going to be a game that I really creep through because my Arkham Horror group is going to be doing. One time when we meet, we're going to do an Arkham Horror scenario and then some Dark Quarter. And then the next time we meet, we're going to do an Arkham scenario and then some Vampire Milan Uprising. So all 3 of these games are going to progress very slowly with the same group of 3 players. But they're the ones who like doing the voices, and they're the ones who like the dark theme, and so that's what we do. And that's it for today. I do also have Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Third, Second, Fourth Era arriving today, and I will be doing an unboxing on that later today. That will be the worst unboxing of the Elder Scrolls on the web because I know nothing about the IP. And I don't pay attention to components. I just am like, here's what's in the box. But that one will likely also not be getting a playthrough because it's too big. So you will just see me on Fridays with the Final Girls that I taped a few weeks ago and releasing one a week. All right, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and whatever you do, don't forget, keep those health bars full. Thank you and have a great day.